So the factor rating method, I mentioned it in my blog post for the newsletter here in March of 2023. I thought I should spend a little bit more time and explain where it comes from, how it works, and all that stuff. So here it is in my Excel template. If you guys would like to see a copy of this, I'd be happy to share it with you. Just email me and I can make it available. So there are 10 different factors represented by the bold text here, and each one of these is weighted. It's different, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, all the way down. So these weightings here in column E came from the original setup. Now, I didn't set these, but I suppose one could change them if they wanted to. But the multiples in column D are the ones the appraiser chooses. So each of these main factors has 3 different categories underneath it. You can rate between 0.1 and 1, 1.1 and 2, 2.1 and 3. So the cap that you can really, the highest multiple this method will ever generate is a 3 times multiple. So it's really only good for much smaller businesses. For each one of these things, I go through and I select the multiple that I think best fits the company that I'm appraising. So in this case, stability of historical earnings, I plugged in 1. Marginal, erratic, and or less than 3 years history. If you read the report, you can see where I came from, or how and why I arrived at that selection of 1. But the math here is basically whatever my selected multiplier is times the weight gives me the weighted value all the way down. So each one of these factors is selected, weighted, and summed. So it comes all the way down here. The sum of all the weightings is 55. The sum of all of the weighted factors is 90, or 0.9 rather. This right here is the source where I first came up with this chart. I didn't make it up. I got it from the Fishman Pratt Griffith Wilson, their Guide to Business Valuations, PPC guide, back in 1999. So it's been around for a while. So I take the selected multiple and I calculate the inverse. So 1 divided by the multiple gives you a capitalization rate, a percentage instead of a multiple. Add my expected long-term growth rate, which in this case is 3%. So 111% plus 3 is 114%. So that is now my discount rate that I used to apply in the discounted cash flow method to come up with my conclusion of value. So in this particular report, there are actually 2 forecasts. So here's the one where I have basically 3 months of one year and 6 months of another. Calculate the present value of each of those using my discounted cash flow selected discount rate from the factor rating method. Come up with my number. Then there was a 3-year contract question. If the contract was going to be renewed or not, that's why we had to do 2 different forecasts. But I use the same rate, just run it out for all the years, and there's my number. The present value factors get quite a bit larger than you'd usually see. But anyway, if you have any questions about this stuff, give me a call, send me an email. This little link here takes me to my, what do you want to call it, table of contents for the Excel file. If you guys want to figure out how to put these in, I've got a link to the video where I explain this. I'll put that in the comments down below as well. So anyway, happy to hear from you guys, any questions or comments you may have about this particular video, and any suggestions for what I should talk about next. Have a good day.